The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Play fake. Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19. 12.
They run behind center with Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Cardinals at 8-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action with Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brissett from the gun on third.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Cardinals 7, Jaguars nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Red on red. 11. Go. Done.
Now Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunter. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead place ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And the Jaguars first down.
Hey, kill!
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Decent 24.
Tootin will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check. 19. We're good. 12. Go.
Throwing, Brissett. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
You look at this Jaguar defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Right 20. Right. Go.
From the gun, a give to counter. Hard running at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
19. Okay. 13. Hey, off. Go.
Play action now. Brissett. And that one is
is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 7-7, our score after one. Now a 2nd and 10.
Middle. You're 19. Okay. You're 19. Okay. Go.
Brissett. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
12. Go.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
You're 19. Okay. You're 19. Okay. Go.
Brissett sets to throw it. Open man is born. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You're 19. Set. Right 20. Set. Go.
On play action, Brissett. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
You're 19. Set. 12. You're 20. Set.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third and 10.
You're 19. Okay. You're 19. Okay. Go. Go.
Now Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
In punt formation.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Hey, lefty, lefty, lefty. Rabbit, rabbit. Go, rabbit, rabbit. You're 19. Got it. Go.
To throw, Brissett. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Kill. Go.
Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, check, go.
Here's Brissett. That ball caught by Benson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Benson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Algier. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal.
19. Hey, 12. For 19. Good. Hey, check motion man. Go.
They'll try to run with Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, easy, route.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if your defense doesn't bail them out.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. Brissett now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Hey, kill. Rabbit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
19, go.
To throw is Brissett. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, go.
Brissett. he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face.
And it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, check. Lefty. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Middle. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
Now back to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Kill, go.
On first down, it's Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
12. Rabbit. Middle. Let's go.
Another run here with Benson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Go.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Kill. Go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Drops it underneath for 2. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
11.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here we go, first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange from 3 yards out. And the Jags are back within a score. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hey, easy, route.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Here's first and 10.
Hey, go, go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's second down.
Hey, line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Lawrence. Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Cardinals have just about...
I just want to rock. Body out of y'all. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.